Hello, good morning. I come at you barefaced today because we're gonna do a get ready with me to start off the video. This week I kind of want to just take you with me. It's a new quarter. I'm experiencing some new things, and also I'm really scared for today, and that's what we're gonna talk about while I get ready. So let's just start getting ready. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about what we're going to do this week and then also my concerns for the day. So first of all, this week is obviously my first quarter, so I'm going to take you along with me. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do some stuff. Now, as for today, I am probably not going to film it just because I'm so nervous about it that I don't want to have to think about filming. But today is the first day of classes, and I have 2 classes at the same time. I know that's kind of confusing. The way that my school does things is really confusing. We have classes like where you can take like a whole bunch of classes, but there really aren't that many of them. And so what a lot of people end up doing, and what I have ended up doing, is I am taking a program, which is like one big class that covers a couple of different things, and it's like worth a lot of credits. And so you just take like essentially one class all quarter. I appreciate it because I'm not very good at time management, and I usually don't know like how long something is going to take me, especially if they're in different areas of study. So if I'm taking like a science class, I don't know how long anything is going to take me because I'm not a science person. So this program thing really helps, but my dilemma for this quarter is that the program that I wanted to get into filled up before I could sign up. Mind you, I signed up on the dot of like when registration for classes started, and I still didn't get in, but it's okay. So I emailed the professor and I was like, hey, can you make an exception for me? And she was like, come to class on the first day and I will see if I can slot you in with everybody else. And I was like, okay, cool. So I am going to her class today, and we're gonna hope that I can get in. But my problem is that I have to pick a backup course, because if I don't get into this course, well then I'm screwed, right? So I can't just rely on the fact that maybe I'll get into this course because I showed up and I took initiative, right? So I'd sign up for this backup course, but I still have to go to the backup course and like participate in the backup course until I know that I don't have to take it anymore. But the issue is that it's at the same exact time as the course that I want. Are you seeing my problem? I am very stressed about getting into a class today, but I think it'll be okay. I'm trusting myself. I know I work with somebody who goes to school here as well, and he's like a senior, and so I was at work last night really late, and so I talked to him about it and he was kind of like, yeah, like you're gonna get in, it's totally fine. Yeah, and then I also have a friend in that class, which is like kind of crazy because last quarter I did not expect to make any friends, and so we're both really excited to know somebody. I know that like he has other friends and stuff because he is like a legitimate junior, but you know, I don't have friends, so okay, I cannot talk when I'm doing my eyeliner, so sorry, but it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I'm supposed to get a couple of things in the mail today, so I'm getting myself through like my morning like nervousness about this whole class thing with that. But oh my god, I get like really nauseous when I'm anxious, and oh my god, I feel so sick. A lot of the time though, it's like a combination of things. My nausea is and so like this morning I was feeling really sick, And then I ate and I felt a little bit better. And then I took a shit and I felt a little bit better after that as well. But I do still feel pretty gross, if I'm gonna be honest. So I'm just hoping that I get over it in class. I think I will. Usually it goes away once I'm like in the situation because like my fight or flight comes on. And then I'm just like, okay, I need to be here. I need to do what I need to do, you know? Let's get dressed because my outfit process is just as lengthy as my makeup process. Okay, Mike, because I don't want to yell and wake up all my roommates, even though it's 9 o'clock in the morning and they should all be awake. But let's pick out my outfit. I'm not sure. I know I want to wear red in some way because I did the red eye makeup. But, oh, I also know I want to wear this. I really want to wear this because, for Christmas, my best friend made me this. Like, it's a cute little cloak. I guess you can't really see it because the lamp. But, like, come on, that's so cute. Most of my red stuff is, like, sweaters. I do have a button up that's red, but I feel like that doesn't match the vibe. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it anyways. It's okay. And then I can maybe wear my waistcoat with it. I can't wear the cloak because I have to wear a jacket. I have to wear my big winter coat because it's cold out. Maybe I can wear this on a warmer day. Dang it. Let's go with a long skirt. No, let's go pants. Let's go pants today. I want these. Give. Jesus. I'm gonna wear these. These are my vintage pinstripe pants that I found at the Goodwill bins, and they make my thighs look really good. Let's put all that on and see how that looks to start, and then see if we need to change anything. Are we seeing this? Are we seeing this? I don't know. I've always had I don't wear this shirt very often just because it looks like kind of weird down here. Like it's really long. And I can always just like cut it or like unbutton it and it would look better, but it actually doesn't unbutton. It's like fake. This is like not a real like button up shirt, so I kind of can't do that. I'm gonna try and tuck it in and see if that helps. It just looks weird. So I think I'm gonna put on a different shirt. Which is really sad because this is like so sexy. Hello? Look at my top half. Goodness gracious, mamma mia. Okay, this is so much better. So I guess we're just not going with the red today, but that's okay. And I'm still feeling sexy up here. If this will, look at that. See, I'm still sexy. And let me find some accessories and put those on, and then I will go over that with you. Okay, I've been playing around with accessories for way too long, so I need to go in like 5 minutes, so I need to do my overview now. Hello, here's the final fit. We've got my vintage pants. This is an antique or vintage Bill Blast tie that I just tied around my waist. I have a belt, this shirt, and this waistcoat. These were all from my Shein phase. And then I have this rosary from Hot Topic. This china is also from Hot Topic. And then, of course, Vivienne Westwood. And then to complete the outfit, I'm going to wear these little buckle heels. I don't know the brand on these, but I thrifted them for like $6. And then my big red trench coat that I thrifted at the bins. So, yeah. And then, oh my god, the coolest part, my vintage leather Doc Martens backpack. So yeah, let's go to class and hope that I get into it. I will be back with either good news or bad news. I come with great news. I'm in the class. I got a refund check for $500 from my school, and I got mail. I'm gonna end Monday here, so I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Today I need to go to the bookstore bright and early, which is why I'm like unready. And I don't have like makeup on. I'm probably not gonna wear it at all today, but it's raining, so I thought I'd take you with me because who doesn't like the nice sound of rain? And I'll make sure that the music is quiet so that you can hear the rain. I have some assigned readings that I have to do for my class. We are reading two things. They're each only about 50-page stories. We are reading Bewilderment. I was told that I'm going to be bewildered while I'm reading this, and I would hope so, because that's what the title is. And then we have one of my greatest fears. We're reading Kafka. Ugh. Kafka scares me. And we are reading The Burrow. Luckily, she accidentally gave me a copy that is like pre-annotated. There's like stuff underlined and written in the margins already, so lucky me. I want to read these back to you, not like read them, but explain my thoughts. Kafka took longer because it is a longer story and also because it's Kafka. But what I got from Bewilderment, it was interesting. It was not as bewildering, I think, as the professor made it seem. The professor made it seem like we were all going to be super confused. But this actually wasn't a big deal. Kafka was worse for me. It was just talking about bewilderment in poetry and what can make something bewildering and the poet's thoughts on bewilderment. Just because a lot of people read poems and they're like, I can read a book, but I can't read a poem. Like, I do not understand poems. Poems don't make any sense. And poems are very bewildering in that way. And so the author of this piece is a poet, and so that gets explored from her perspective, just talking about like things that she has been bewildered by, her experiences in which she sees bewilderment occur, and even going deeper into like the definition of the world in relation to like nature and the wild and just getting lost in things. And I think that a lot of people can relate to being lost in poems, so I think that that's really, really relevant. So that's kind of what I got from Bewilderment by Fanny Howe. And then from The Burrow by Kafka, this was really interesting. It took me a while to read, but the like premise and kind of what was happening was really interesting. It's about this thing that lives underground and has a burrow, and this thing, I don't know what it is. It was probably explicitly said and I just missed it, but I don't know what it was. But it burrows underground and it can fly, and that's really all that I know about this thing. And it can curl up, and it comes outside sometimes. I know that.
Oh, and also it's carnivorous, so it doesn't eat plants, it eats animals. So that's all I know about it, but I couldn't put together in my head what that animal would be. But it's this thing, and it lives underground, and it has this burrow, and it has this super duper elaborate burrow that is just, it's always obsessing over it and how it like works, um, how all of his food is kept, and it talks about, he's talking about like, well, he's really paranoid. He's very paranoid about what might happen if something gets into his burrow that is big that he like can't deal with, and he's always like moving around his food to like try and make it so that things like don't come in to his burrow. And then sometimes like he'll go out of the burrow and just watch for like days on end to see if anybody like tries to get into the burrow to get his food, and then he's like really proud of himself and really really happy when that doesn't happen. It was like about paranoia and like the ego, and also maturing, because he started his burrow when he was really young and he's really old, and so he talks about like how things were a lot different when he was young. I think they were good. I thought they were interesting. I really liked the burrow. I haven't read Kafka because, like I said, I'm scared of him. But honestly, this makes me think that maybe I should read something from him for leisure at some point. Okay, well, that's that. I think that's it for today, so I will see you tomorrow.
Hello, good morning. I'm too lazy to like set up my tripod or my mic or anything, so we're raw dogging it. Today, I want to walk you through typically like just what I eat, and obviously this is different every day. So I'm having a piece of toast with 2 soft-boiled eggs with salt, and I just eat it like that. And so then I eat the soft-boiled eggs over my toast, and so any yolk that spills out gets on the toast, and then I have an eggy yolky toast. You can't see. I want you to see. Okay, this is as good of an angle as you're gonna get, but do a little bit of salt. Yum, yum, yum. And then I'm gonna eat it, and the yolk is gonna pop, and it's gonna go on my toast. Mmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, it's so good. Okay, that's breakfast. I will catch you for lunch, which will probably be dining hall, but we'll have to see.
Okay, it's lunch. I was gonna go to the dining hall, but then I decided I didn't want to. Instead, I went to the student market and I got this honey almond chicken salad on croissant sandwich. And it sounds really good, but I've had it before and it is actually very dry. So I'm going, and it also doesn't taste like honey. So I'm going to add mayo and honey. We're gonna make a honey mayo and put it on here, on the top, to give this sandwich a little bit more flavor, because I think that that is really all that it needs.
Okay, I think it's gonna be much better like that, so let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's lunch. Very delicious. If they had other sandwiches, I would have gotten them, but it was this, a sausage, a cheese, and egg breakfast sandwich, or a vegan breakfast sandwich, and I was like, I'm good, so I just decided to modify this, and I'm really happy I did because it tastes really good now. I will see you at dinner, and I promise we will go to the dining hall for dinner. I promise.
I'm breaking my promise. We're not going to the dining hall. It's ramen night. It has been ramen night for the past week, but honestly, this is the only thing that I can like get the motivation to make that like doesn't taste like shit to me right now. So yeah, it's just really cold, and I am still scared to film in the dining hall, so we're not. I'm gonna do something a little bit fancy. I'm not just gonna make the base ramen. We're gonna spice it up a little bit and see if it's any good. I don't know. I will not know if it's any good because I'm trying something new and I came up with it out of my head. So let's go.
What the dog doing?
Let's try this. I'm a little bit nervous. I did lick the chopsticks before I put the cheese in there, and it was pretty good. So hopefully the cheese does not ruin it. It's pretty good. Ooh, it would be really good with Gouda cheese. Yeah. Okay, now that you know what I typically eat in a day, even if it wasn't the best, I'm a college student. You shouldn't expect anything at all from me in terms of food, but yeah, I'm gonna end the day here and I will see you tomorrow. Hi, hello. I am back from dinner at the dining hall. And so tonight I think that I just want to take you through a typical night for me. Usually after dinner is when I put away my phone and then I transition to either using my iPad or my Switch. And then at 8 o'clock, an hour before I go to bed, I shut off my electronics completely and then I'm in bed at 9. So today I just want to kind of walk you through what I do on an average night. It is 6:43 at the moment, so I'm going to go and fill up my water bottle and my tea kettle, and then I will meet you back here right now. I also changed actually into my like lounge pajama clothes. I'm actually about to run out of storage on my camera, aka my phone, so I need to airdrop some clips to my iPad where I edit, and then sorry, there's like something in my curtains. It's a bug. It's not moving, so maybe it's dead. I don't know. It's the first time I'm seeing it. Oh my god, okay, I can't focus. What was I saying? I'm so lost now. I'm gonna airdrop the clips from my phone to my iPad, and then I'll come back after I do that. It is currently 6:52. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that fucking thing. Ew, ew, it's hiding in there. That took me a lot longer than I thought. It is 7:10, so that took me almost half an hour, but I am done, and we are going to move on by taking care of the face. And in order to do that, we're going to do a new practice that I'm doing this year. I have this little set of sticky notes up on my cork board above my desk, and it has the day of the month and then something to do. And I found a post on Instagram of just like fun little like whimsical things to do in your days. And so I'm going to use this not only as like a mini calendar every day, but also like just something to do every day if I find myself like sitting down scrolling on my phone. Today I decided to do this one tonight with you guys, and today's is do skincare with tea. Let's do my skincare. I have to wash my face in the other room, so I have to run away, but then I'll come back and we'll do the rest. Okay, the face is washed. As you can tell, washing my face does not get off all my makeup, but it'll come off in the skincare routine dressed. But I have to go over everything I use with you because I forgot to when I did my makeup. So for my face wash, I used this Cetaphil Daily Facial Cleanser. Cetaphil over CeraVe every day. CeraVe is still doing animal testing, so go get you some Cetaphil. So I use the Mixsoon Glacier Water Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Next thing is the Ordinary Salicylic Acid 2% serum, and I use this because the pores on my nose and around my nose are very enlarged, as well as on my chin. But it has gotten so bad that people have started telling me that they like my freckles. I forgot the most important part. I'm supposed to be doing this with tea. Hold on. Okay, now we have our tea, so we can officially continue. Okay, now, all the 3 products that I used previously are extremely drying products. So next I go in with a moisturizer. Right now I'm using the Hydro Boost water cream. Usually I use the water gel, but I asked for this from my mom because they had a 2-pack at Costco for like, it was really cheap to get the 2, and I thought it was the water gel and it was the water cream, and so she bought it for me anyway, and then I was like, that's not right, but I'm not gonna waste it, so I'm using it. Mixsoon Bean Essence, and this is really good because it keeps acne down and it's hydrating, and also it is very like slippery, so I put that on like my lower face and down into my neck, and then I do gua sha with the slickness of it, so I'm not pulling my skin. You get it, you get it. Okay, so there's my skincare with tea. I didn't drink any of my tea. So I'm gonna sit down in my bed with my iPad and I'm gonna finish up anything else that I need to do on there. Let's do some stuff in my bed and then I will meet you at 8 to kind of tell you some bad news. Okay, all my business is done, so now I get to tell you what I lied about. And technically I didn't lie about it, but today I'm breaking the rule, and that is when I told you that at 8 o'clock, an hour before I go to bed, I turn off all my screens. And normally that is true. However, usually in this final hour, one of the things that I do to spend my time is reading the book that we were just assigned in my class. And unfortunately, I do not have a physical copy of that book, but I do have a PDF of it on my iPad. So I'm only gonna read it until 8:30, and then at 8:30 I will turn off the iPad and we're gonna do something else for the last half hour of my night.
What the dog doing?
It is 8:30. I am hunkered down. I went to the bathroom. I brushed my teeth. I locked the door. So all that is left to do is to write in my journal to get all my thoughts out before bed, and then go to bed, pretty much.
What the dog doing?
The journaling is done and it is 8:52, so I only have 8 minutes before I have to go to bed. So I think I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna tidy up a little bit first and then go to bed. So let's go to bed.
What the dog doing?
We're in the home library. Who remembers this from some of the first videos? Nobody, because nobody watched those videos! I filmed a time lapse already, but it was blurry. And I didn't realize it was blurry until I watched it just now. I have to leave in half an hour to go to work, but that's okay. I'm gonna read for another half hour just to get a time lapse. So let's do that.